All right, Tuesday night's action. First up, we got the Suns at the T-Wolves. Suns catching 3 points. Do we have a zigzag here, or do the T-Wolves win and cover once again here, Munaf?
Yeah, this was on the one series. I know we talked about it when we did the previews. Was the one of the series that I was struggling with. I
Wait, no,
still
that's
think it's
tonight.
What?
uh, no, it's
Suns
on
Timberwolves
Tuesday.
is tomorrow, Ryan.
Oh, what the? Why is it all sorted, all fucked up?
I don't know. What are you looking at?
No, I'm looking at a
Non
sports book.
NBA guy
No,
Kramer over there.
I'm sorry.
Talk about weed.
I know ball. Come on.
Continue.
um, I just feel like this is a series that we saw in Game 1. That the Phoenix Suns defense shockingly was struggling. They were improved into the final stretch of the regular season there, but I think in Game 1 it was Kevin Durant and nobody else really stepped up for this Phoenix Suns team, right? Devin Booker, I think, will bounce back. I do like his points prop in Game 2 if you're a player prop better like myself. You'll get on the over 24.5.
Yeah.
But I do think this will be a closer game. Anthony Edwards was an absolute maniac. I mean, he was talking his shit to Kevin Durant, and Kevin Durant was kind of smirking there, giving him his props. You know, he's going to be the next big guy in the NBA. But I think it starts on the defensive side. And if you see the Phoenix Suns struggling within those first couple minutes against this Minnesota Timberwolves offense, I think that the Minnesota Timberwolves cover this number again. So I'll take the Minnesota Timberwolves here -3. I would not be surprised here, guys, if all the home teams won here and this gets to deciding Game 7.
Is the zigzag broken?
I like the I'll take the Suns actually, because I do think Kevin Durant didn't shoot that well. I feel like Timberwolves may have unloaded everything they had in that first game, and I think the Suns, kind of a veteran team, were fine to give away Game 1, save it for Game 2, knowing they just need to steal one, and I think they're going to be ready to go. I'll actually take the Suns +3. Not gonna lock it up. Kramer, what are you doing?
So the zigzag's not dead.
I'm believing in the zigzag, but you know, Munaf is the host of the NBA Gambling Podcast, right? So
I like the zigzag. It seems like it's been broken, or it's not gonna work this year. I'm on the Suns. I'm just gonna fade the Timberwolves. I again, there's a couple teams who have broken me over the years. Timberwolves are one of them.
yeah, still a little skeptical of the Timberwolves here. What about Pacers at the Bucks? Pacers catching a point. Do we know if Giannis is going to play? This line would suggest that he is still out. Pacers kind of got worked, but then made a nice little run there late. How say you on the Pacers Bucks?
Yeah, I think Giannis will continue to be out for Game 2. There's no reason to bring him back because they did get Game 1 right, and it was in convincing fashion for the Milwaukee Bucks, led by Damian Lillard. I think that's why they traded for him, to have a guy next to Giannis. And the case was Giannis was going to be out. You know, we saw what Damian was able to do, and historically, he's been really good in his career. There you go. Yeah, Dame time. That's what it was, and yeah, and the depth really stepped up for this Milwaukee Bucks team. We talk about Chris Middleton, Malik Beasley, Patrick Beverly bringing that defensive intensity, Brooke Lopez, Bobby Portis. So this team is a lot deeper than Indiana Pacers, where it's really two guys that you're relying on to score the points for you. And they weren't really able to do that. So if the Milwaukee Bucks really shut down Halliburton and Pascal Siakam again, or Pascal Siakam had a good game, but Hallie wasn't that great, I just feel like the depth is going to be too much for this Indiana Pacers team. So I'm back on the Bucks. I think they take a 2-0 lead. And at that point, you still don't need to bring Giannis back. So I think behind that home crowd, I think Milwaukee gets it done again.
What kind of weird sorcery is going on here? Explain this one to me. All the money is coming in on all the bets are coming in on the Bucks. The money's coming in on the Pacers. The spread's tiny. I understand what just happened in Game 1, but why are we not just running it back? Seems obvious. Seems very obvious.
You're taking the Pacers, Ryan?
No.
Okay.
I'm
going
Bucks.
Saying,
running it back.
I still think, and we'll see, assuming they go down 2-0, I still think the Pacers have a shot in this series. And I might hop in, but for Game 2, that home crowd, that home environment did really carry them. I didn't expect to see that out of Dame Game 1, so hats off to him. And I think it gave some confidence. So yeah, Bucks, I think laying 1 is the way to go.
Yeah, Pacers being +140 on the series it just seems silly.
Yeah. Dallas Mavericks versus the LA Clippers. Mavericks laying 2.5. Clippers +2.5 point home dog. Again, this would suggest that Kawhi is still out. Russell Westbrook came in, played really well. Your buddy James Harden, Munaf was balling out.
Yeah.
Luka couldn't hit a shot to save his life. Mavericks go down. Do they bounce back?
I did see that Kawhi just got upgraded to questionable. Is the latest. I don't anticipate him playing. But if he does end up playing in this game, I'm going to be on the Mavericks. Anytime you see that star player return, it really disrupts the offensive flow, especially in a basketball game, right? Because like you mentioned, Sean, James Harden had a great game. Russell Westbrook had a great game. Paul George was pretty good. Zubac, their starting center, was outstanding as well. So I feel like if they get Kawhi back here and they're going to try to force him the ball and trying to get that rust off of him, it might mess up the offensive flow for the LA Clippers. And then on the flip side, I mean, it can't get any worse in that second quarter for the Dallas Mavericks. So they only scored 8 points. Especially when you have a game and players like Kyrie Irving and Luka Doncic on your team, right?
And Luka did put up 33, but if you watch that, it was like they really padded their stats late. He was 4 of 12 from 3. It was not a good game.
Yeah, so I think that the Mavericks will definitely shoot better in this game. Yeah. If they don't win this game, it's going to be very difficult to beat this Clippers team 4 out of the 6 times. I mean, historically, they've been terrible in blowing leads, but that was when Doc Rivers was the head coach. But I think this is a spot where the Mavericks do bounce back. I think you do get contributions
for the Mavs.
100%. And I think they shoot better in this game. I do expect Josh Green on the Dallas side to get more minutes because he was really a menace on the defensive side. So expect him to play a couple more minutes here for this Dallas Mavericks team. But I do think Luka, Kyrie bounce back in this game. I think they even up the series heading back to Dallas for game 3.
Love it. Yeah, I'm with you. I like the Mavs here.
Two favorites and a dog seems about right. Dallas minus Dallas, Milwaukee, and Phoenix. That's
and for me, Dallas.
Oh,
we
copied each other. Huh?
Dallas is the lock. Suns. I do think money line dog. Munaf, if you had a lock for these Tuesday games, what are you doing?
I think it's Dallas for me as well. Again, I just think the team should shoot better. Yeah, Dallas Mavericks.
Yeah, Dallas.
Oh, all right. I guess I'll do the same. I mean, I was gonna say I'll do something different just to not jinx it. Let's just lock up Milwaukee because come on. Did you watch the game?
Like that.
Fear the deer.
Did you watch the game?
No, I got cute with the Pacers. I think
they don't watch. They're not watching the game. Whoever's model is telling you to bet the Pacers didn't watch the game.
No, did not look good there.